Hey, welcome back, fellow coders. My name is Fernando, and this is going to be a demo on the current work that I have going on VS Code Stories. Um, so in the repository, we have the projects, and here we have a kind of an overview of the roadmap that we have planned. And we have a little bit of features that we want to implement. And right now I'm working on putting the gift story back. So that should be coming up here within the next few weeks, hopefully. And Bucky is working on adding the friends, so you can follow people, and so that should be also coming up. Then after that, we plan on implementing a banning system through the extension by a button, and also we plan on doing a Discord bot where we can ban people in the Discord from the Discord channel. But today I want to talk about, kind of give you a little walkthrough of what I've been doing. So as you might already know, the extension that Ben wrote a while ago, in the beginning, it was getting abused by different people because there was no, you could upload to the API without being authenticated. But all of that has been fixed by Ben, even before the transition to the new repository to Roland. And so we want to implement the same checks for the gift story. So the first thing that I did was kind of cleaned up, refactor the extension.ts. This still needs a little bit more cleaning because when the extension is activated, we only want to show one button down here base if you want to do GIFs or text. So that's probably going to be either a configuration or some kind of quick pop-up so you can select what recording you want to do. And so I took all of the text story recording and put it on its own class. And from here you can create the text story object. And nothing's changed. It's the same thing. It's just the class now instead of being on the extension, the TS. In the same token, I went back to the original code that Ben wrote for the recording, and I made a gift story class. And that's main point. That's our point 1 and point 2, and then point 3. I've basically just made a enum, so we can feed that to recording status. The recording status is what you see on the status bar. So it needs to know prior to activating the extension what it's going to be. Otherwise, it will send the wrong commands. And if we go here, then you can see how it takes the story type, and eventually that's our command to record or to stop. And that's all I've done so far. Like I said, all of us, all the team right now has full-time jobs or full-time students. So it's a bit hard to work on this, but we try to work as much as we can on our off time. Once I got this working, actually there was one weird thing that was happening. I'm not entirely sure why, but as I was launching the recording for GIFs, it was giving me an error in, I believe, I made the picture here. Yeah. And it was looking for this file, which comes from the module that we're using for recording. And I'm not entirely sure why it's looking for it here in this bin instead of the node modules folder. It's the only module that's trying to load from here. So I'm trying to figure out why, but in the meantime, what I've done is I copy it manually from node modules which is this file. I copy it here, and then that lets me record GIFs for now while I keep working on different the next features. Once this refactoring is done, then I can go ahead and test the GIF cloud. And we are using a different cloud now, so we're gonna have to, on the GIF here, we're gonna have to modify some of this code here because this was loading to the Azure cloud that Ben was using. And once the cloud is done, then we'll move on to the last thing, and there's going to be this svelte component, and that should be pretty straightforward. So let's stop talking and let's show you what it do. You probably already seen it before if you use the original extension. Let's launch. Okay, so I'm just running my local server here. And then I'm going to launch with F5. Let me make a new just going to make a new file here so it can be a little bit of scrolling going on. Let's activate the extension, and I believe this is the one for GIFs now. Because I have to fix this so only one button shows on the status bar. Okay, let's just kind of scroll, look at this beautiful code that Ben wrote. And then we can stop. It'll generate the GIF in the background. It's doing the conversion from MP4 to a GIF. And then you can see it play back here. Obviously, the publish won't work. I hope. I don't think Ben still has his image server online. But we're going to go ahead and discard it. And just in case you didn't know, well, actually, we haven't released. Yeah, we haven't made a release yet, but we also implemented the flare as icon here. And so let's say I wanted to be go. So yeah, all those flares are here shown like a badge now. The next release. And I think that's all I wanted to show you guys today. Yeah, so if you have any questions about VS Code stories or just anything to do with VS Code extensions in particular, I've done work on 3 extensions now, and it's fun to work on these extensions. So if you have any questions, let us know, and thank you for watching.